Hello, everybody. This is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with part two of the war with Israel and Hamas and the spirit of Amalek. The spirit of Amalek continues throughout the generations, breathing murderous threats and constantly attempting to wipe Israel out for good. Of course, the Holocaust was yet another appearance of Amalek and its hatred of the Jews. That is what we are up against. Hamas as a terror group may have human agents, but the spirit behind it is demonic. Arabs are not the enemy. The situation is devastating for the Jewish people in Israel all over the world who are watching Palestinian supporters rejoicing in the slaughter of their people. But it is also extremely difficult for the Israeli Arabs. There are reports of more than 40 Arab citizens of Israel killed by Hamas. According to Yair Wallach, there was even a woman wearing a hijab who was not spared but was shot and killed at close range in her car. A mosque near Jerusalem has been hit, and it's clear that Hamas is not discriminatory or concerned about who or what is destroyed. When the sirens go off, we all run for shelter, Jews and Arabs alike. Newseer Yassin of Naz Daily used to describe himself as a Palestinian Israeli, but he just wrote this after recent events. I, Palis- I After recent events, I started to think and think and think, and then my thoughts turned to anger. I realized that for Israel, if Israel were to be invaded like that again, we would not be safe. To a terrorist invading Israel, all citizens are targets. 900 Israelis died so far. More than 40 of them are Arabs, killed by other Arabs, and even two Thai people died too. And I do not want to live under a Palestinian government, which means I only have one home. Even if I'm not Jewish, Israel, that's where all my family lives. That's where I grew up. That's the country I want to see continue to exist so I can exist. Yet the situation between Arabs and Jews in Israel is sadly now extremely tense, and as an estimated 1,000 Gazans flooded through the broken border on Saturday, and although 400 Hamas terrorists have now been rounded up, there could easily be hundreds still on the loose. Additionally, Palestinian Arabs in the West Bank have been urged to join in the battle to reclaim Jerusalem. And we know from the past that there are plenty. We don't need much encouragement. The old age lie that the Jews are storming the Al-Aqsa Mosque is banded about to stoke fires of rage, and so it can be hard to rapidly tell who is a Hamas terrorist, who is a furious Palestinian wanting to join the fight, and who is just a dentist, a greengrocer, or even a fellow believer. Our brothers and sisters feel unsafe, concerned that they will be wrongly identified as an enemy just because of their accent or appearance. But the Arabs are not our enemy. The enemy of our souls is the enemy. This war is a tragedy for the whole house of Israel and all who long to live here peacefully. Hopefully on the horizon, black as the picture is right now, just like it is in every blistering prophecy in the Bible. There is always hope, a secular friend lamented. There is never ever, there is never ever going to be resolved, but he's wrong. There is an end in sight, and it's absolutely glorious. Yeshua will return to Jerusalem and put all things right. In the meantime, we will worship and praise his names through the night. Our believers in Nazareth are setting their faces to worship till the breakthrough comes, and prayer from around the world has been mobilized on a massive scale, many using the infrastructure of the mobilized on a massive scale, many using the infrastructure of the Isaiah 62 prayer initiative set up back in May. We um, will continue to reach out to support people here in Israel, encouraging Israelis to turn to God and also sharing the good news with people in Gaza. Jews and Arabs believers are coordinating to provide help and care for all who need it and to be lights in the darkness. God has given us the handbook so we know what to expect. Yeshua told us there would be trouble in this world, but also that he promised that he would overcome. He is the Lord. Yahweh, our God, is our refuge and strength, a very present help in times of trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth gives way, though the mountains be removed into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble at its swelling. Selah. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of our God. The holy inhabitants of the Most High God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God will help her when morning dawns. The nations rage, the kingdom totter. He utters his voice, the earth melts. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Selah. Come, behold the works of Adonai, how he has brought desolations on the earth. He makes war cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the chariots with fire. Be still and know that I am your Yahweh. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Selah. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.